This video we're going to explore the stack view, and it's a little hard to wrap your head around at first, but the stack view provides a stack-based navigation model. I dare you to be more explanatory. Alright, so basically, it's like you have a desk and you can stack papers on that desk. The first one's on the bottom, and then so on and so on all the way up to the top of the stack. It gets a little bit more in depth than that, and well, here's what it looks like. You have a home page and you have this title bar. You can also click and it opens a drawer. Think of this like your kitchen drawer where you open it up, and then you have things you can choose from. Page 1, page 2, and we're going to add page 3. I'm going to do this in real time with no edits just to show you how easy this is. Let's go ahead and jump in, and I'm going to say new. I'm going to take the Qt Quick application stack, and it's got that little icon there that looks like a stack of papers. Choose. I'm going to call this QML for Beginners 9.2. Next, next. Everything's just going to be the default here. And right off the bat, it gives us just a ton of code. What's going on here? We have an app window, and we're going to set the header is going to be that toolbar. And here you can see we are opening the drawer or popping that stack view. Popping means take the top one. So we're going to say run. See what this looks like. So here's our header with our toolbar going across, and on clicked is going to say drawer open. Otherwise, take the top away. See how that works? And then we have our title and our drawer. The drawer is this little guy that pops open, and we have page 1 and page 2 listed in there. So let's page 1, page 2. Those translate to the actual URL. Page1 form.ui, page2 form.ui, which are these guys right here. And if we open these up, they're pretty self-explanatory, and you can actually play around in the form editor. So for example, I'm going to make him, let's make him a snazzy blue color. I don't know what the actual color name is, but let's just call that snazzy blue. And I'm going to make this 15, nice and big. Jump back over here. We can go here. Same thing. Let's give him like a snazzy green. I don't know the color names. Let's give that a 15. Let's go to our home page. And again, you can do that via form editor or actually via the text editor. Doesn't really matter. They both do the same thing. Let's give that a red. And let's do bold. Didn't take that. There we go. Ah, that's the style color. That's why. Mistakes were made, ladies and gentlemen. All right, there we go. Save that. Let's run it. See our stylized. All right, there's page 1, page 2. We're going to add page 3. I'm just going to right click. I'm going to add new. I'm going to go to Qt, and we're going to go to Qt Quick UI file. Normally we do the QML file, which is going to make a blank file. Doesn't really matter either way, but I'm going to do the UI file. Choose that. Kind of want to follow the same naming convention, so I'm going to say page 3. There's a page 1, page 2, and it's going to create the page 3 and page 3 form. Next, and finish. And it dumps us into this little guy, which is an item. So let's go in here, and I'm just going to, through the magic of copy and paste, going to go into page 3. And it said this file should only be edited in design mode. That's really not true. We could do it here if we really feel like it. So first things first, let's go ahead and grab a grid. I'm going to call this ID grid. Width, let's say 265, I'm just going to guess, and height, let's say 135. Again, just pulling numbers out of thin air. And I'm going to say anchors, center in, parent. Let's give this spacing of 10, columns of 2, and then we can just add a label. And let's say text. And let's go ahead and add a text field. We can give these some IDs if we really wanted to. And let's give this a text, a blank. Copy and paste, gotta love copy and paste. Again, doesn't really matter if we do it via code or if we actually go into the designer. Sometimes the designer doesn't really help us out here. You notice right off the bat we have some weird stuff up here, like we have a home form, page 1 form, all that. It's just the designer trying to figure out what we're doing. And we have the controls and everything. We could just literally just drag and drop if we really felt like it. So for example, let's find a button in here. We could drag and drop just like that. So the editor will really get cranky and tell us, hey, you must do this in design view, but I've just proven that's not the case. So now that we've got this little guy, let's jump in here and let's figure out how to add that page. So it's very simple. We're going to go to the drawer, and when you see the item delegate, remember delegate is going to delegate how something is rendered. So we're just going to add another delegate here. This is kind of the confusing bit. So normally, like if you're thinking of a list view, the delegate is going to determine how each item is done. Well, we have to add the items in individually, so we need a delegate for each item. So I'm going to say page 3 and then just page 3. And as long as that name aligns with what we're trying to put, we're good. Now we can go to page 3 and there's our form.